Hiya, editing Will here. I've just been editing this, and DJ's voice sounds really weird. So sorry, but this episode's gonna feature a DJ that sounds like a robot. I would fix it, but I can't really figure it out, and nor do I care. So, yeah, here's me sounding like I do, and here's also DJ sounding like a robot. If you don't enjoy it, then you can go away. Yeah, I said it.
Despite the dire straits of the rest of the city, you can still afford to eat, dress, and live comfortably. So you do. Good wine,
Yeah.
good food, pick away spices, and new clothes keep your spirits high. You know you live well thanks to the wealth you have earned for your skills and exploits, and that makes you feel mighty.
Yeah.
You still have a few hours of free time left as the sun goes down. How do you spend those scant few hours of leisure?
Also, welcome back to Kendrickstone.
Oh shit, did I not say anything?
No, you didn't. You just read right into it. You see how eager Tom is? He just wants to find out what's gonna happen next.
Right, I know what happens. You're
That is right.
eager. Every time I spoke about doing top chat records, DJ was just like, "Oh, let's do Kendrickstone, let's do Kendrickstone, let's do Kendrickstone, let's do Kendrickstone," because he just wants to know what happens next. He likes the story, and that's fine. You know?
Yeah, Paul Wang so far has done a good job. Maybe he should just stop with the weird words though. Right.
Yeah, like wang and rest and city.
Right, so
and
I've just
Tough
made myself
words.
rather comfortable with my money. So what do? I spend my time in the Keeps library studying history and literature.
It's pronounced
Boring. I learn the practical sciences from the various castle staff. I roam the taverns looking for attractive companionships. I try to earn some extra money in alehouse prize fights.
I'm not going to
First
say
of all,
anything. Do what you want.
I'm not doing prize fights. I've already said I promised Mildred. Okay. I promised her. I don't want to look for a companion. That's
Why
stupid.
not? Sexy.
No. I already have one in sight. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And it's just
I'm
like,
in a relationship with myself.
that's our Facebook status, right? I'm gonna do the top one.
You gonna study?
Yeah.
Nerd. You spend your evenings in the well-protected rooms of the castle archives, always accompanied by a guard as you studied the stories of those who came before you.
Months of study do much to improve your knowledge. You begin to gain a deep understanding of the flowering court, their magics, and how their vast empire seemed to have been organized. You dig further into the exploits of the great man and woman of history and legend. Soon, you are able to recall entire epics by heart.
Wow. I mean,
My heart!
Epics
He's
by
telling the
heart.
stories.
Epics are bloody long, man. One morning, as the snows finally begin to fall, you come down to the guard room to find Dame Mildred arguing with another knight in hushed, angry voices. However, before you can approach or avoid them, one of the guards from the front gates steps through the door.
You sweaty nugget!
He asks, he steps towards you and shakes the frost of his cloak. You nod.
That's me.
The guard hands... Hello!
That's me. The
This
guard
guy.
hands.
The guard,
guard
hands
hands.
you that...
Oh god.
You're doing this guy's voice. The guard hands you a folded parchment.
Oddest thing happened. This letter came in and wind. It blew it right into my face. It did.
Why do you end every sentence like it sounds like a question?
He's a weirdo.
The parchment is sealed, but not by a family sigil. It is sealed by some kind of strange symbol of a type that you've never seen before. You tear open the letter. The message inside is written in heavy, somewhat clumsy strokes.
You sweaty nugget. I'm told you are an adventurer of some skill. I require your abilities for a certain assignment. You will be well compensated. Eisen, court wizard to Leo Frick, second Duke of Kendrickstone, blah, blah,
Level
blah.
98.
That is my wizard voice, yes.
The court wizard? What could he want with you?
I'm not a wizard.
I'm The wizard's tower stands at the confluence of the blue and silver branches of the river Colmere. It looms over the entire city, a vast edifice of stone and sorcerer's energy scraping the winter sky. I did really well, and there's my partner. He just goes, "What does the only mean?"
I was looking on the screen. The only entrance is a vast, gently sloping stone ramp wide enough for ox carts to travel to abreast that leads to the tall, narrow door. You walk up the path, which is strangely warm. Ooh, it's all warm to the touch and clear of snow. Taking nearly 15 minutes to reach the door, the grey expanse of the great market is far behind you. The rocks and the frozen waters of the Colomere are below, and the tower door looms before you.
You step through the dark entranceway. As you progress, a faint blue glow lights up the thick darkness of the passage, gradually growing brighter until it flares into radiance, bright as day, as you step into a massive drum-like chamber. Can I check something real quick? I just want to check. We should have checked this after you bought your things. Ah, look. So you've got +2 on all these things because you went and treated yourself to that stuff last night, you see? So that's good.
Something.
Huh?
It didn't change for much, did it, for a while?
Well, +2 is quite nice.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that for a while throughout the story, it didn't change much, except when I ate. Well,
Your fighting grew once you did those prize fights earlier on.
okay, alright.
Did I say you stepped through the dark entranceway?
The immense room sits a raised platform, wide enough to fit perhaps 6 or 7 people.
Step into the chamber, if you please.
Hang on, who's that talking?
Oh, it might be your guy, I might not be.
Booms a voice from above you in an ancient you've never heard
In an
before.
accent.
Okay, so this might be someone different then.
Maybe.
You
Well, it said
immediately step
booms,
into
so-
the center platform.
So I went for an angry voice. A moment after you step on, the floor trembles and the platform begins to gently rise from the ground, taking you with it, high into the air.
I'm flying high into the sky.
You have never met the court wizard of Kendrickstone before. In fact, you've never even seen him during your 9 months living in Kendrickstone. All you have ever heard are the rumours. Some say he was once a mighty general who led an army under Coledradine,
Coralandine.
expelled after a court
Coralandine.
rivalry cost him both his position and the use of his legs. Others say it was a failed co-op that sent him into exile. Still more say it was a magical experiment gone horribly wrong. Whatever the cause. Go on. Sorry, I took 2.
It's okay. His reputation was certainly great enough for Duke Lorific to invite him to become the Great Wizard over a year ago. The platform continues to rise through a circular hole in the chamber's ceiling into the top part of the tower, suspended over the base by some sort of powerful enchantment.
Enchantment-like?
Yeah, it's weird. When the platform stops, you are
Should have been there. Should have been there, mate.
Yeah, right, in the chambers, right? And before you stands the man himself, Eisen of Corilandis. Stupid name that, innit?
He's a haggard, overtired and sleepless. That is the first thing you notice. You notice he has been in a bed. You doubt he has seen a bed in at least 2 days.
I miss my bed.
That, however, does not stop him from carrying himself with pride. Head tilted just so, shoulders back straight, the very image of a Coralandine highborn. Even the complex contraption of brass and enchanted mud brick that has replaced his 2 human legs of spider-hinged ones cannot rob you of his grace.
You are, you sweaty nuggets, are you not? He asks.
You
I
nod.
nod. Good. Good. Follow me on Twitter and any other social media you have on your phone.
And comment on my YouTube post. Master Aisen's laboratory is not a small room. Had it been empty, you can imagine a dozen or so people sitting comfortably within. However, on this morning, it emphatically is not empty.
What? The room is a maze.
What, mate?
Stacks of books, piles of notes, and strange instruments.
Instruments.
Wow. You
Instruments.
play the flubber doo doo? Yes, I used to play it, but I stopped.
You play the hurdy-gurdy?
Yeah. Yeah. The hurdy-gurdy. Alright. And strange instruments clutter the floor, leaving only a few twisting passages where the stone floor is still visible. The court wizard picks his way gingerly?
Gingerly, yeah.
Gingerly?
Yeah.
Huh, that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah,
I've never...
that. I don't know what it means. I've just seen it in books and stuff.
Alright, across the vast but careful stacked mess. You follow him as best as you can. Try not to tip over any of the
Precariously.
arranged piles of papers.
Ison stops as he reaches a large stone table in a corner. Its top is dominated by an enormous apparatus of brass, steel, and black glassy stone. Both the desktop and the great machine glow with runes of blue and red.
That's my computer,
A
that
series... I'm going to start again. A series of lenses sit nestled into the... A series of lenses sit nestled in the device's brass arms, lined up with a vast, complex pattern of circles carved into the polished stone tabletop.
Tell me, my boy.
The wizard asks.
The wizard asks, what do you know of the flowering court?
Da-da-da. That's going to be our end, I think.
Tell me what you know, young boy.
It's like a court, but it's flowering.
Yeah.